In this episode, we'll compare the admin system of both WordPress and ProcessWire. You can log into the admin system of WordPress using the login page. Typically, this is found by going to the wp-admin folder of an installation. After logging in, you are presented with the dashboard, which provides you with some common actions you can take, as well as a snapshot of recent activity. We can modify the placement of these dashboard widgets by dragging and dropping. We can use the Screen Options dropdown here to selectively show or hide other components. A default installation of WordPress provides links to various sections such as posts, pages, comments, plugins, and so on. Let's go to the post section, which is where the blog articles reside. As you can see, WordPress displays the data of a collection in a table by default and provides various filters, as well as a search tool. One feature that WordPress doesn't contain by default is the ability to see a hierarchical structure of the content, making it easy to visualize the site's overall structure. However, we can use a plugin like Hierarchy to bring in this feature. Let's go ahead and enable the plugin. After enabling it, we're presented with a content menu item here. And as you can now see, we can navigate all the content in a tree-like hierarchical fashion. So we have our pages like Home, About, and Services. We can see the children pages of the Services section. And you can now see the blog in line with all the other pages, which gives you an idea as to the sitemap of the site. So we can see our two blog posts, followed by all the media items, and followed by our custom post type of books with the content that exists in that books section. The interface is also responsive, so if you were to access it on a device with a small screen, which I'm emulating here, it will adapt itself for a user-friendly experience. In ProcessWire, you can log into the admin system by going to the admin URL. The URL of the admin depends on what you set it to during the installation. In our case, it's simply /admin. However, the default URL is generally /ProcessWire. After logging in, you are presented with a hierarchy of all the pages in your site. There is no dashboard-like feature like there is in WordPress. You can take action on any of these pages by simply hovering over them. Displaying the pages in a hierarchical structure allows you to easily visualize the structure of your site. Even the admin section falls into this hierarchy, meaning you can modify the pages it contains just like any other public-facing page. So if I wanted to modify the order in which each of these tabs appear, we can simply drag and drop any of these into a new position, and then refresh, and as you can see, they've been swapped. By default, ProcessWire does not display content collections in a table structure, which may allow for a richer experience depending on the type of content you are working with. However, we can use a commercial plugin like Lister Pro, developed by the creator of ProcessWire, Ryan Kramer, to quickly bring in this feature without the need to write code or create a custom module. Let's go ahead and install the module. I'll go ahead and enter my product key. My product key has now been validated. So let's go ahead and create a posts section for our blog posts. We can use the Add a Lister tool here. Now let's configure the lister to display the data in the way that we desire. We can configure it over here. And what we want to do is display all the posts. So let's choose posts under which pages the lister should show. We can have a number of filters. For right now, let's just use title and perhaps date. And then we can decide which columns we want the table to show. So let's leave title. Let's use date. Let's use the author. And let's also show the featured image. Let's go ahead and hit save so we can modify some options further that require a save first. Let's now set the order that the pages should appear in. We want to show the newest posts first, so we'll do by date descending. We can even make some of the fields editable directly in the lister. Let's choose yes for all the columns. If a new page is added, we should obviously add that to the blog section. Let's have images show at a particular width and height. And these options should suffice for a good experience. So let's click Save and View. And now you can see our list of our blog posts similar to WordPress. If we want, we can directly edit it from right here. We can use filters here. Like WordPress, the admin interface is also responsive, so if you were to access it on a device with a small screen, it too will adapt itself for a user-friendly experience. Let's edit a page. As you can see, our fields are nice and stacked. We also have our hamburger menu here, allowing us to go to any portion of the website.